2 experiments with 5 MeO DiPT. Brief background. I have a hard head when it comes to tryptamines, so I figured I'd have to go higher than what I'd heard was a typical dose, 10 to 15 mg. I also kept in mind that the first experience with many tryptamines is often the most powerful, so I didn't want to go too far overboard. Number 1 weighed out 2 caps with just under 10 mg each. Popped one at 7:50 p.m. By 8:15, I was feeling distinct, but very subtle tingles. I'd heard movement and activity helped activate, so I did a 10-minute workout and a little bit of yoga. At 8:45 I was having typical tryptamine symptoms, sinus drainage, sticky back of throat, rumbling bowels, etc. But absolutely nothing that I would call psychedelic, entheogenic, entactogenic, or even interesting. So I popped the second cap. By 9:30 I was getting yawns similar to what I get on psilocybin, but the associated jittery wiredness that usually accompanies those yawns wasn't there. I just felt tired. Having heard the wonders of this substance in sexual scenarios, I cuddled up with Jetsam and we started fooling around. I felt slight animalistic urges during the play, but nothing I hadn't felt before. Sex was okay. Good, but nothing special. Certainly nowhere near the kaleidoscope orgasms one has on MDMA or 2CB or an L-MDMA combo. I was completely unaware of any effects from the substance by 11 p.m. and was fast asleep shortly thereafter. 2 wholly positive notes. 1. I slept through the entire night. I usually wake 3 to 6 times. And 2. I felt unusually excellent the next morning. Ready to take on the day, just feeling great. That feeling lasted most of the day and I slept better in general for almost a week afterward, although as the week progressed, I slipped more and more back into my disordered pattern. Number 2 weighed out 20 plus mg and 10 plus mg. Ate the 20 plus at 9 p.m. Tryptamine tingles again, but not much more than that by 1 hour. Popped the other 10 plus. More gunky throat and other tryptamine side effects, but nothing that I would call altered at all. We tried getting naked and while it was fun, it wasn't any more fun than lots of flesh is without additives. Even at over 30 mg, I could have dealt with authorities on any level. I struggled to stay awake past midnight and finally passed out around 1 a.m. Had another wonderful night's sleep, but I didn't feel as unusually positive the next day as I had after the first time. So, I would have to say that my first 2 experiments were failures. I might give this stuff one more try at around the 75 mg level to see if there's anything to it for me at unheard of dosages. If I get similar results, it'll be the last time I bother with it. 1999.